Hello children, welcome back. This is Priya from Alpha International CBSE School, Bahul. So today we are going to discuss the textual grammar which belongs to chapter 2, the sound of music. We have already discussed the sound of music. So now children, we have already finished, also completed the lesson. And the poem part also has been completed. Now with this textual grammar, the whole chapter 2 will be over. So this textual grammar relates to which lesson? Chapter 2, the sound of music. Wow, what we had done in that sound of music? About whom we had discussed? We have discussed about Evelyn Glennie and Bismillah Khan, right? So the question answers, the maximum of this grammar also will relate to, the 2 or 3 exercise also we have to work on the concept. Okay, so let us start with the true or false today. So the first thing we are going to discuss today is take the right answer. First one, the dash was a reader noisemaker. So what is the options? They have given 2 options for every sentence and we have to select the right answer and put a tick mark just above the right answer. Okay. So the dash was a reader noisemaker. Shehnai or Pungi? I think you all remember the king used to say that Pungi is not. He also banned Pungi and told that it is a reeded noisemaker, right? So the Pungi was a reeded noisemaker. So put a tick mark just above the word Pungi. Now second one. Dash transformed the Pungi into a Shehnai. So who transformed the Pungi first of all into a Shehnai? Who made that, who tried to prepare that idea? Maybe the Bismillah Khan. But who transformed that? Bismillah Khan, a barber or Alibas? It was by a barber. Third one, Bismillah Khan's paternal ancestors were dash. Barbers, professional musicians. So who was Bismillah Khan's paternal ancestors? Professional musicians. His ancestors were all professional musicians. So put a tick mark near the professional musicians. Number 4th one. Bismillah Khan learned to play the Shehnai from dash. From whom he learned the Shehnai? Can you identify the answer? Yeah, the options are Alibaks, Paigambar, Bucks and Ustad Fires Khan. So the right option is Alibaks. You also know that he was his uncle, where he got inspired about playing the Shehnai, right? Yeah. Next, 5th one. 5th one is Bismillah Khan's first trip. Sorry children. Bismillah Khan's first trip abroad was to dash. What is the Bismillah Khan's first trip? Where he went. What is the first abroad trip of Bismillah Khan? The options are Afghanistan, USA and Canada. So the right answer is Afghanistan. So these are the answers for these 5 questions. The Roman number 1 is over, children. Now come to the second Roman. Yes, this is Roman number 2. It will also be like it is at the back of second part. Bismillah Khan's part is there, right there. This table is there. In this table, let me read the heading. Find the words in the text which show Ustad Bismillah Khan's feelings about the items listed below. Then mark a tick in the correct column. Discuss your answers in class. So the theme of this Roman is, children, here they have given 7 phrases, like 7 things, right? 7 different sort of field. Here for that we have to take his feelings about that. We have discussed all things about Bismillah Khan in that part, right? We know what all he is interested and what he don't like, what all he rejected. So here they have given that list and we have to tick under whether it is the positive in his mind. So we have to tick, like we have to think from Bismillah Khan's side and we have to take the answer now. So let me read the first one. Teaching children music. So what is Bismillah Khan's feeling regarding teaching children music, like teaching music for the children? He loves to teach music to the children, right? So it is a positive. Put a tick under the positive for the first one. Put a tick mark here. Here, okay. And then the second one, the film world. What did he think about? What is his feeling about the film world? Because he also, for the first, he started playing music for the Hindi films also, right? Later only, because of those cultural differences, what he did? He just rejected the offers, what all he had got, right? But he never he never regretted for that. He has interest to play in the movies, but because of those cultural differences, he was unable to play. So, it is neither not positive nor negative. We can give a tick under the neutral. So, his feeling on the film world is neutral only. Okay. Then, migrating to the US. Migrating to the US, like shifting he is in his native place, right? So what do he feel? What do he think regarding migrating to the USA? Positive? No. Negative, because he never wished to migrate to USA, even though when his student also requested, he just regretted. He just rejected that offer. Okay. Fourth one, playing at temples. Being a Muslim, who says Bismillah Khan never thought that he is a Muslim. He loves his traditions and everything culture, but also he loves playing at the temples also. So, it is a positive feeling when we think from his side. Put a tick mark and a positive. And the fifth one, getting the Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna from the whoever it is, they will feel positive only, right? Getting Bharat Ratna. So, we have to put a positive tick under the positive for the fifth one. Sixth one, the banks of the Ganga. The banks of the Ganga is the place where he practiced himself the music, right? So it is, of course, it is a positive thing for his mindset, right? So put a tick mark under the positive here. The last one is leaving Benares and Damron. Did he ever thought leaving Benares and Damron, whatever he thinks, whatever fame he got, he never thought of leaving his native place. So it is a negative thing. So with this we had completed the second Roman also, children. Let us see what is in the next Roman. Okay. Yes. Here is the actual grammar which starts in the lesson back. Thinking about language. So now turn all the pages and then at the lesson back you can see these exercise, children. So Roman number 1 is, look at these sentences. So let me read first and explain you. Okay. Evelyn was determined to live a normal life. Children, here you have to notice those italicized words. Okay. Second one, Evelyn. So Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. The italicized parts answered the questions. What was Evelyn determined to do and what did Evelyn manage to do? They begin with a to verb. To live, to conceal. So children, here if you notice these two sentences, the first one and second one, the main question is Evelyn was determined. The question was stopped here. Evelyn was determined. Okay. And from determined, the answer starts with a to verb. They have given the word, first one is what? Here they have given the to. So once the question is over, from here the answer starts. They are starting with a to and after to, the to is accompanied with a verb, live. So here to verb. To verb means we have to write to and a verb should be given there. So Evelyn was determined for what? To live a normal life. And here Evelyn managed. The question has stopped here. Evelyn managed for what? Managed to do what? Managed to conceal. See, to here, to is here and verb is also here, right? So to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. So when the question is ending here in an incomplete form, we have to continue that with giving an answer. To and verb. And this will be your today's homework, children, and this is the activity for today. You have to frame your own sentences. Let me read first. Complete the following sentences beginning with a to verb. Try to answer the questions in brackets. So the first one is, the school sports team hopes dash. So here you have to start with to and a verb. Okay, children. So the school sports team hopes what? What does it hope to do? Actually, a school sports team, what it hopes? It hopes to win the prize or win the race. Like that you can write anything, whatever comes in your mind. The second one is, we all want. The question ends here. We all want dash. What? What do we all want to do? We all want to go for a picnic. We all want to reopen the school fast. Yes or no, children? Or we all want to play in the ground. So like that any answer we can write. But you have to write like we all want to play or to go to plus verb should be there. The third one, they advise the hearing impaired child's mother. They advise the hearing impaired child's mother. What did they advise her to do? What did they advise her to do? You have to write your own answer for this third question. And the fourth one is, the authorities permitted us to. Here to is already given here. So think, if you write the answer, the authorities permitted us to do this. Can you write do to's? No. So then if the to is already given here, you have to write only with the verb. You have to start with the verb and fill the sentence. And last one is, the musician decided to dash. What did the musician decided to do? What did he do? Decided to do. Think and write your own answer, no problem. So these 5 are your activity questions for today. Write it and as usually submit. I am really feeling very bad about this last session, children, because when I was giving the activity, not even one child in your class has submitted. I want you to write the activity. Don't submit your classwork content. You must not submit the classwork content in the WhatsApp group. You have to post the activities and homeworks what teachers are giving in every session. So on the activity which is given on the third English, that day nobody has posted it. You really disappointed me in this part. So I want you to be perfect in doing the activity part. Okay. Yes. Let us check the another session. Not session, another slide. Yes, here, second Roman. From the text on Bismillah Khan, find the words and phrases that match these definitions and write them down. The number of the paragraph where you will find the words, phrases has been given for you in brackets. So in this part, children, you have to go through the second part, Bismillah Khan, the story about Bismillah Khan. And here we have given the questions. The home of royal people. The paragraph numbers were given here. So you have to open Bismillah Khan's part 2. Right? You have to open that. In the first paragraph, the home of royal people. Dash. What you will write? Look, from the text on Bismillah Khan, find the words and phrases that match these definitions. So the home of royal people means what? What will come like for example, I will give you like king's court, royal court is there, right? The home of royal people, like a palace. You can write like anything. So, but not like anything. It should be in that first paragraph which suit this phrase. For the whole line, there will be 1 or 2 words only in a short form. You have to find that and write this. The state of being alone. So in the 5th paragraph, something is there. 1 word is there which relates to this sentence, right? The third one, a part which is absolutely necessary, and this you have to search in paragraph 2. And to do something not done before, and this will be in the paragraph 5, and you have to find out that word which was hidden in that paragraph. Okay. 5. Without much effort, paragraph 13 dash. You have to search in the paragraph 3 and quickly and in large quantities dash and dash, and you have to search in paragraph 9. So that's all thing, but one thing which a clue I can give you is all the paragraphs in only the second part, no need to check in Evelyn Glennie's part. You have to check only the Bismillah Khan's part, and the paragraph numbers are also given. Just search each and every vocabulary so that you can find the answers very easily. Okay children, and this is the activity 2 for today's homework. Okay. So here is the next part. Pick the right answer. So the italicized bold words are the questions, and for this synonym we have to choose the right answer in the options given here and tick that. Okay. When something is revived, it means what children? When something is revived, for this revived only we have to select the option. When something is revived, it lives again. When something is revised, it lives again. And when a government bans something, it wants it what? The government tries to ban something, right? So what is the meaning of banning? What is their motive in banning that? Because they want to stop something. That's what they are introducing that ban, right? So when a government bans something, it wants it to be what? Stopped. Tick the stopped here. When something is considered auspicious, when something is considered as a very good thing, positive vibes, we have to welcome it. We will not avoid it, right? We have to welcome it. So we tick the welcome it option, right children? Yes. And when we take to something, we find it what? When we take to something means when we were grabbed, when something is attracting us, we find it boring. No. We find it what? Interesting. So tick the interesting part. And when you appreciate something, you dash. Find it good and useful or find it of no use. When you appreciate, when you are happy and you are satisfied with something else, what will you do? You will find it good and useful, right? You will find it no use. The option is find it good and useful. So put a tick mark here. Next one. When you replicate something, you do it for the first time or for the second time. When you replicate something, what will you do? You will do it for the what? For the second time also. The second option is the right answer. Put a tick mark here, children. The last one is, when we come to terms with something, it is dash. It is dash. When it comes to terms with something, it is still no longer upsetting. It is no longer upsetting, because when we come to terms with something, when we were hurt with something, it is no longer upsetting, because we just came out of that and it will not still upset us. So we feel it as no longer upsetting. So this is this part. Okay children? Yes. So this is the last exercise for this lesson. Dictionary work. In this exercise, children, you have to compulsory, it is a must to use a dictionary, because without that we can't do this exercise. Okay, I will explain how to do, and you have to do that exercise with the help of the dictionary in your hands. Okay. So let me read this. The sound of the Shehnai is auspicious. The auspicious sound of the Shehnai is usually heard at the marriages. There are two sentences, children. First one is the sound of Shehnai is auspicious. Second one is what? The auspicious sound of the Shehnai is usually heard at marriages. So the word auspicious is in italicized word now. Okay, you take this as a point now. The adjective auspicious. Auspicious is an adjective because it is a describing word. And the adjective auspicious can occur after the verb be. What is meant by verb be? The be form of verb is what? Is and was, right? So here is the Here is the be form of the verb. So the adjective auspicious can occur after the verb be as in the first sentence. The first sentence, this is the adjective and it is occurring where? After the be form verb. Okay. Now see. But there are some adjectives, sorry children, in the first sentence or before a noun as in the second sentence. Here sound is the noun. So before the noun, the adjective has come here. So in the first sentence, the adjective can be placed where? After the verb. Be form verb, or the second sentence, the auspicious is mentioned just before the noun. Sound is a noun, right? But there are some adjectives which can be used after the verb be and not before a noun. So some some adjectives can be used after the verb or before the noun. But some adjectives can be used after the verb, but here before the noun we cannot use. So there are some adjectives and we are going to find that. So for example, they have given here, Ustad Fayaz Khan was overjoyed. Here overjoyed is the feeling, so it is an adjective, right? Ustad Fayaz Khan was overjoyed. Here the be form verb was here and after the verb it is coming. The adjective is coming after the verb. But we cannot say the overjoyed man is Ustad Fayaz Khan. We cannot say that before. So here in front of a noun, before the noun we cannot use that particular adjective. So look at these entries from Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. They have just given the reference dictionary. This is referred by our textbook people, right? If you have better dictionaries, no problem, you can use that also. This is just for the reference only. They have given this name, Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. If you go through in this, you can find the words which can be used after the word or before the noun, which cannot be used for both or which can be used for both before the noun and after the verb. So here they have given the table. Consult your dictionary and complete the following table. The first one has been done for you. Here they have given the table and then here are the adjectives. Indispensable, impressed, afraid, outdoor, paternal and countless, priceless. So these are the adjectives they have given. So then we have to check these words, these adjective words in the dictionary and we have to say whether the indispensable is, we have to use this word only before noun or not before noun or both before and after the verb be. So these are the three options. If it can, for the first one they have given the example here itself. Indispensable can be used for both before and after the verb. Here they have given, right? Now we have to check impressed. Impressed can be used only before noun or after noun. How can we do? Impressed can write not before noun. For example, my name is Priya. I cannot write impressed Priya is happy. Priya is impressed and happy I can say, but I cannot say impressed Priya is happy. So I cannot use this impressed. But for some phrases we can use. How? Because like I was impressed with somebody's speech. I was really impressed with her talents. So like that we can use or not. And then we can use both before and after the verb. We have to check whether it can be used before or after or for both. And afraid, outdoor, paternal, countless, priceless. So check the answers for this with the help of dictionary. Put a tick mark for the right column. Okay, there are three columns. You have to put tick mark either here or here or here. And then submit. So totally overall today 3 homeworks for you. 3 exercises are homeworks. So these 3 homeworks should be written in your textbook only. Write all the exercises in the textbook in the same way. the 3 activities which I have given today, that also you have to fill in the textbook exercises only. Don't waste your time in writing some other papers or notebook. These all are everything from the book bag. So you have to finish everything in the textbook. As usual, take the snap of the textbook which you have written and then send me in the WhatsApp. Without fail, that to mention your name, write with a pencil, handwriting means a must, and then everybody should submit, must and should submit the what? Activities. So I hope this time you all will do, right children? Yeah. So with this, the overall second chapter is over. I hope you are also coming along with me. We are ready with second chapter and we are ready for the second unit test also. This lesson will be for second unit test. Maybe we can add some other things, may or may not, but by the time you can finish reading all the classwork content and practicing the textbook exercises also. Okay children, with this the whole chapter 2, the sound of music, is over. So let me end this session by today. Don't forget to post everything, and this is your Priya ma'am signing off from Alpha International CBSE School, Bahur. My children.